This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. President of Royal Fidelity, Michael Anderson, is very optimistic about his financial institution's digital touch to its customers across the Bahamas. Royal Fidelity offers a wide range of digital services, including online banking and automatic teller machines. Mr. Anderson acknowledged that no financial institution can operate today without going digital.
I believe there's still value in face-to-face contact and people want relationships, and I think in the Royal Fidelity space, I think we continue to value that area and continue to provide face-to-face services. And so technology, while it's important to us, it's also important for us that we stay connected to the customer. And someone asked me earlier about, can you avoid cutting staff if you go digital? And I was saying, no. It's a natural consequence, and you kind of, to some extent, by providing greater service and more capabilities to your client, to some extent you disrupt your own business. It becomes a consequence of that. So I don't believe you can actually keep those same positions. Now again, it doesn't mean that those positions can't be changed into something else, and I think as technology comes ahead, there'll be more opportunities for other roles. But within that kind of space, tellers and so on, I think you're going to see less and less of that.
From the market recap, activity in the market went down in terms of trade volumes and up in terms of numbers of trades. There was movement in 14 out of the 35 listed securities on the local exchange. A total of 72,374 shares were exchanged, down from last week's volume of 145,658. Now, there were 30 trades on BISX this week, up from the 9 trades in the previous week. The advances, Commonwealth Brewery Limited traded 2,900 shares to increase 0.11% to a new price of $9.01 per share. Bank of the Bahamas traded 36,275 shares to increase 1.05% to a new price of 96 cents per share. There were no decliners this week. Your Fidelity investment tip for the week reminds you to track your expenses. First, recognize that there are 2 types of expenses, one-time and subscription. One-time expenses are those that usually happen once. As one-time expenses, they don't generally reoccur over time. One-time expenses can be a big deal when it comes to eating away at your bank account, especially if they occur frequently. However, they can be fairly easy to track since you have to make these purchases manually. Because they are on your radar, it's easy to identify these expenses and do something about them. Subscription, on the other hand, expenses are a little bit more tricky. For some reason, you might find yourself justifying the recurring subscription expenses more easily than the one-time expenses. Well, that was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.